Every year, countless discoveries are made by space agencies. With NASA no longer at the forefront of these discoveries, space agencies like SpaceX have stepped up their game by introducing us to new super rockets and even doing things like planning to put millions of people on Mars within the next few decades. These announcements have made people say we'll make big leaps in space travel and discoveries within the next few years. However, several anomalies are detected by the spaceship cameras in low Earth orbit, and this has caused many to slow down the footage to work out what these things are. Stay till the end to find out what this discovery is. We're all familiar with the billionaire business magnate Elon Musk. The tech guru and investor behind Tesla is also the founder of SpaceX. Musk launched the aerospace manufacturer and space transport services company in 2002. SpaceX is a company that manufactures spacecraft, provides space launches, and has a satellite communication service division. The company's most popular products include the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy launch vehicles. There are several rocket engines, cargos, crewed spacecraft, and Starlink communications satellites. Starlink, the satellite internet constellation, has launched multiple missions into outer space, and it's only natural for space enthusiasts to watch the footage of such events keenly. As it turns out, some of these missions aboard various spacecraft owned by SpaceX have run into unidentified objects that many think could indicate the presence of aliens. Musk revealed that one of the SpaceX cameras keeps detecting something unbelievably huge during their missions, and they're not sure exactly what it is. Agencies and researchers are quite open about the fact that space is one of the last unexplored frontiers for humans, and this has caused amateur researchers to give their own opinions on what they think these objects are. With many people having varied opinions, some saying that it could be part of the obelisk structure that came off during the mission and that the camera managed to pick up on it. One researcher commented on this SpaceX video, saying it's been making its way around Facebook for the last few days, showing a large object flying close by, while others think that it's an unidentified flying object. One thing is for sure, it has a pyramid-like shape and it seems big. In another narrative, Elon Musk describes these satellites as looking like small, flat UFOs, and Starlink has now announced that only Starship will be the launch vehicle from now on. Now, during one of Starlink's satellite launches, many viewers enjoy the massive accomplishment and take notice of something strange in the background. To most people who noticed it, the object looked like a massive cigar and was flying alongside the rocket. This occurrence is not the first time one of the many SpaceX cameras had detected what could be an unidentified flying object. Almost every time the company launches a rocket into space, the enthusiastic audience manages to spot some bizarre and out-of-place object. In the footage, many people manage to take pictures and screenshots of the object from the video. This quick thinking provided us with evidence that something was visible. Otherwise, it could have been missed because of the high speed with which it moved. It didn't stay in the frame for more than a second. Most people who spotted the cigar-like object were excited and convinced that it was a UFO. The images went viral, and everyone was asking the internet about this weird cylindrical object in the frame. In another occurrence, some people slowed down the video and suggested it was a triangle UFO, a commonly cited UFO that's been reported for many years, as suggested in the name. These objects are triangular and have been reported for many years, with UFO researchers saying it's one of the most common UFOs. It's also said to look like it has lights on it. These are different views from scientists about the shape of said UFO. First, a cylindrical shape, and now, triangular could be different ones. However, Elon posted on his Twitter handle some weeks ago regarding UFOs, saying he had seen no evidence of a modern civilization visiting Earth. Many people hit back at these comments, saying how close-minded and ignorant Elon has been, with one saying that the whole argument revolves around why we don't have clear photographs of UFOs. For instance, take your iPhone camera, put it on maximum zoom, and see what happens. It immediately goes fuzzy, then tries to photograph something in the distance. The picture will look blurry. Now imagine that object moving in the sky, or even you're in the car when this happens. It's nearly impossible to get a clear photograph of anything. Under these circumstances, many people don't mention that while camera quality in everyday phones is massively increased, they're only really good for up-close photographs. Anything that's over 5 meters away starts to get blurry, so most people aren't expecting to see UFOs, so the whole encounter is rushed. people are normally doing everyday things. They don't expect to see a UFO, so when it happens, they pull out their phone and try to take the best photo possible. It's not like people can walk around 24/7 with a tripod and an HD camera waiting for UFOs. Given this, most experts rule out the item as space junk. However, conspiracy theorists and alien enthusiasts often have other ideas due to the repeated occurrence of similar weird objects in many other videos. They're unwilling to ignore it as if it were just space junk. The discovery of this unknown cylindrical object flying past the rocket has prompted many to observe the other launch videos. They're also looking forward to scrutinizing any footage from the upcoming launches to ensure they don't miss out on any upcoming appearances of the huge spooky object. After this event, they've come across these UFOs quite frequently. In April this year, NASA and SpaceX successfully launched 4 astronauts into orbit on the SpaceX Crew Dragon spacecraft. The launch was uneventful except for one small incident. The crew experienced a huge scare while traveling to the International Space Station. The U.S. Space Command informed them of a potential collision with an unidentified object. The object was being tracked and classified as unknown. According to Kelly Humphreys, NASA spokesperson, there was no time to perform an avoidance maneuver to get the spacecraft out of the object's path, so SpaceX advised the astronauts to put on their pressurized belts in case a collision did occur. Humphreys stated that the possibility of the conjunction came so close to the closest approach time that there wasn't any time to compute and execute a debris avoidance maneuver with confidence, according to U.S. Space Command spokesperson Aaron Dick. The Pentagon notified NASA about the potential collision even 7 hours after the spacecraft launched. However, after further analysis, the 18th Space-Controlled Squadron found out that there was no conjunction threat and all the astronauts aboard the spacecraft were safe. A conjunction occurs when 2 astronomical objects, like asteroids, planets, moons, and stars, appear close together in the sky, as observed from Earth. The unidentified object's closest approach was just 45 kilometers from the spacecraft. Not exactly alarming to the point of panicking, but close enough for concern. Another event that sent social media into a frenzy occurred in April 2022, when thousands reshared clips of what looked like a swirling ball of light gliding over the Mauna Kea summit. The footage was captured by a live stream camera mounted on the Subaru telescope around 5 p.m. Many viewers thought this was some flying whirlpool and were convinced that it was connected to an extraterrestrial spacecraft. However, experts like James Armstrong, an education and outreach specialist at the University of Hawaii Institute for Astronomy, knew better. He immediately dismissed these far-reaching theories and explained to the netizens online that this was in no way associated with an unidentified flying object or a secret alien visit. The strange formation in the sky was part of the Falcon 9 rocket launched by SpaceX earlier that day from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. Armstrong pointed out that this was the upper stage of the rocket. It's like the second section up, and as they're burning off fuel, it looks like this upper stage is spiraling end over end and tumbling, thereby creating a spiral pattern similar to a pinwheel firework in the sky. Unidentified objects have been quite generous with their visits to low Earth orbit. SpaceX rockets have also been doing a great job of discovering them from time to time. However, experts dismissed these UFOs and called them space debris, while alien hunters and conspiracy theorists feel that these UFOs are civilized aliens.